Europe's geography. All right, title this Europe's geography in your notebook. And what I want you to do is on the left side, you're going to put the bold print black notes. All right, these are usually the factual information. And then you'll find the red information. That's going to explain why the black is important. Okay, you won't find nearly as much of this information as you will this. Okay, facts are going to be on the left. The explanation for the facts are going to be on the right. The European plain. All right, so that's going to be our first geographic feature that we're going to look at, the European plain. Now, this is important because it stretches all the way from southern France all the way to Russia. Okay, that's about 2,000 miles. Now, this large flat area is important to the development of Europe because it allows for the successful growth of agriculture. Agriculture is a fancy word for farming. Okay, so this is literally the bread basket of Europe. This is how they're going to feed Europe. All right, throughout its history, the European plain. Factual evidence in black, and then the reason, which is going to go on the right side. Okay, now let's take a look at the Rhine River. All right, the Rhine starts here in Switzerland, right at the base of the Alps mountains, and it goes all the way through France, Germany, and then makes its way up to the Netherlands. Now, it's the third longest river. I keep forgetting about my sound. Okay, it's the third longest river in Europe. All right, and the reason it's important is because this is an important waterway for trade. All right, important for trade. Okay. Now, the Danube River, just as important for trade, but it goes in a different direction. Here's the Rhine, so you can get a sort of a comparison. The Rhine is going up right through here, along this blue line. And here is the Danube going all the way about twice as long across Eastern Europe into the Black Sea. So this stretches from the heart of Western Europe all the way across through Eastern Europe into the Black Sea. Second largest river in Europe. All right, and it plays a key role in terms of something called cultural diffusion. All right, cultural diffusion. And what that means is culture, because the Western Europe is culturally different than Eastern Europe. All right, the West is culturally different than Eastern Europe, but they're going to bridge some of those differences across this river. All right, they're going to be able to bridge their differences across the Danube River. If you would, answer number 1 in your separate sheet of paper. Okay, you don't have to write the question. All you need to do is write number 1 and then the title of the notes and put down one of these answer choices. Please write the letter and the word of the answer. The letter and the word of the answer. That brings me to the Pyrenees Mountains. The Pyrenees Mountains are very simple. All right, great place to go hiking, of course, but it divides France from Spain. All right, that is, it serves as a natural border between France and Spain. The French-speaking people up here, the Spanish-speaking people down here. All right, a natural border between France and Spain, which takes us to the Alps. Now, the Alps, you can see the Danube River coming off of the Alps here. I'm not the Danube, the Rhine River here, and the Danube going across here. All right, now, the Alps, all right, are a large mountain range that are a major source of tourism. Okay, a lot of people go there to ski. All right, so you might be heading there for winter break, maybe. Now, if you really like cold weather, you're going to go to the Ural Mountains, which divide two continents. Okay, so not two countries, but two continents. Continents are way bigger than countries. They divide Europe and Asia, and it sits in the middle of one country, that is Russia. It sits right here in the middle of Russia, dividing East and West Russia. All right, West Russia, you notice, has a lot of cities, all crunched up here together. Eastern Russia has a few cities, but they're all spread apart. That's because this is mostly ice over here. All right, Siberia is mostly ice. Now, what do you find here in the Ural Mountains? Why are they so important besides dividing Europe from Asia? Gold, silver, all right, mineral wealth. All right, that's why Daffy Duck went, and that's why everybody else wants to go. All right, here's number 2. Again, you do not have to write the question. Just write the letter and the word of your answer choice. Now, that brings me over to the Mediterranean Sea. Now, the Mediterranean Sea brings together Europe with Africa and Asia. 3 continents meet right here in this region. All right, the Mediterranean Sea. And because they meet right here in this region, there's a lot of cultural contact or cultural diffusion. That just means when culture is passed from one place to another. All right, a lot of cultural diffusion in this area. The Mediterranean Sea. All right. Now, the English Channel. The English Channel. All right, here we go right here, the English Channel. It just basically separates England from mainland Europe. Now, the English Channel, because of this separation, is a great waterway for trade. All right, it allows England to send their products all over the world, as you can see here. All right, they're going to ship products all over. Okay, but about 25, 30 years ago, the English wanted to establish a stronger contact with Europe, so they built this tunnel so that you can travel directly from, and it goes underneath the sea, underneath the English Channel. Okay, this passes underneath the English Channel, so it goes underground and crosses over into what is now France. All right, the English Channel. All right, here's your question. Again, do not write the question. Just the number and the answer choice. And that is going to bring us to the Iberian Peninsula. Okay, the Iberian Peninsula, that is this area right here. Okay, now this is Spain and Portugal, basically. Okay, a peninsula is an area that is surrounded on water. Is surrounded by water on 3 sides. So notice up here, I got the Bay of Biscay. And then I have the Atlantic Ocean, of course, and then I got the Mediterranean Sea over here. So it's surrounded by water on 3 sides. Okay. The fourth, if it was surrounded by a 4th area, that'd be a whole ocean. That'd be an island. But 3 sides make it a peninsula. Okay, a peninsula, the Iberian Peninsula. Now, one thing about this, because Portugal and Spain hold this little area, they are part of what we call the Romance language family. All right, the Romance language family. You're going to need to know that in a couple of weeks, okay? The Romance language family. And the reason that's important to you and me is because a large part of the Americas speak one of these 2 languages. All right, and we'll talk about why later on. Hopefully that gets you everything, and now all you have left are these few questions that take you all the way to 10. Again, you do not have to write the question. Just answer it and I will see you tomorrow.